Hey YouTube, welcome back. Today we are celebrating Groundhog Day in Animal Crossing New Horizons. As you can see, I invited both Don and Resetti over for a coffee because I really thought Nintendo would have taken this opportunity to sneak in some secret dialogue about Groundhog Day, which would have been a huge throwback to the original Animal Crossing, but unfortunately they didn't. It's still super fun to see them though, and if nothing else, we did find out Resetti's real name is Sunny, so there's that. Anyway, all is not lost as it is of course Groundhog Day, which means a brand new seasonal item called the Resetti Model can be purchased from the Nook Stop or the Nook Shopping app on the Nook phone. As always, if you highlight it in the seasonal tab and press the X button, it gives you a few details about the event too, which is super cool. Of course, this has been available for a few days now, but with it being Groundhog Day today, this is your last chance to order one. The item's pretty cool and even lights up, so it's definitely worth buying one. Now sadly, that's all there is to Groundhog Day in New Horizons. I didn't even notice any villagers mention it, but for those interested, I thought it would be cool to compare the events from past games too. Now Groundhog Day first appeared in the original Animal Crossing and is a bit more of an event than we typically see in newer versions of the game. On Groundhog Day, Tour Timer appears on the podium at the Wishing Well, which is basically the town plaza, and waited with villagers until 8 AM when Mr. Resetti pops up out of the ground like a groundhog would and announces that spring is coming. This feature was quite unique in that essentially it predicted how long winter would last. Sometimes Resetti would announce spring is close, other times he'd mention winter is here for several more weeks. Later in the day, Tour Timer then hands out prizes and awards players with a pansy, tulip or cosmos model, which were types of items that were hugely popular back then. All in all, the effort put into these mini events with the dialogue alone was pretty impressive. You even got letters from home talking about Groundhog Day, which was a nice touch. Unfortunately, Groundhog Day was missing from Wild World due to the lack of events in the game, but it did return in Let's Go to the City or City Folk. This time, Tour Timer appears outside the town hall on the morning of Groundhog Day. If you chat with him, he will of course hand over a prize in honour of the event. However, instead of Resetti showing up to impersonate a groundhog, Tour Timer awards players with a Resetti Model, which you may recognise. This began the trend of receiving a Resetti Model for attending a Groundhog Day event. Moving on, New Leaf saw a slightly more interactive Groundhog Day event. However, this time Isabelle replaces Tour Timer and stops by the plaza to host it. Much like in Let's Go to the City, Isabelle will chat about Groundhog Day before awarding the player with the Resetti Model as a thank you for participating. Furthermore, like many events in New Leaf, Isabelle places a cardboard cutout standee at the plaza that features a Groundhog Day inspired Resetti design, which makes for some wonderful photo opportunities. Anyway, many events like this were often region locked in New Leaf, meaning only certain countries would be able to participate. Fortunately, that's no longer the case in New Horizons, as all seasonal celebrations and their items are available to everyone no matter where you are in the world, which is really awesome. This of course brings us back around to the Resetti Model we receive in New Horizons in honour of Groundhog Day, and a huge throwback to the original celebration. However, the real reason to get excited about Groundhog Day is that it's a nice little reminder that spring is almost here, which means new weather phenomena, new critters, and even more events are on their way. But what do you think about Groundhog Day? Have you already ordered a Resetti Model? And were you hoping for a Resetti Easter egg in the roost like I was? Be sure to let us know your thoughts in the comments below. Hey YouTube, welcome back. Today we are celebrating Groundhog Day in Animal Crossing New Horizons. Only joking, just a little Groundhog Day joke for some classic movie fans out there. Thanks for watching. Of course, thank you so much to all the patrons and channel members for supporting this content, and until next time, have an amazing day, stay safe, and I'll see you in the next one.